Welcome back to WFAN. This is Sports Talk Radio, Barth's Morning. You can call in at any time at 1-800-SBC-BEST. I'm here along with Sam and Jason. We got a trifecta of things to talk about this morning. We're going to start off with the Rookie of the Year race in the NFL for this season. Jason, who you got this year and why?
I'm going with my boy Zach Wilson, who the New York Jets drafted this year, the second overall pick. I think he's going to be an absolute stud this year for the New York Jets and turn this franchise around and be what Sam Darnold couldn't. I think with this team, with Robert Saleh instead of Taco-looking Adam Gase, crazy-eyed man, I think that this team is actually going to be much better off. Even in the first preseason game, they just looked like a well-oiled team, and even though they are going against third stringers, they looked like they actually knew what they were doing for once, which is something we haven't seen in the past 10 years for this team. And their running game looks like it's going to be a stout with Tevin Coleman in the backfield. Zach Wilson, I think, is going to be an elite passer. We saw in college that with an O-line, he actually is a tremendous passer, and with time, he can do a lot of damage, and that's why I ended up getting second. I think that he's going to be the number one guy in the draft class this year.
All right. Well, good point, Jason. Let me stop you there. Number one draft class. So, Rookie of the Year, it's a quarterback award because it's the best rookie quarterback. And really, last year, Jason, Brian, let's be honest, it should have gone to Justin Jefferson, the best rookie wide receiver. But it's a quarterback award, as I said. It's not going to be Trey Lance, because he's not going to start. I love Trey Lance. He's been really good. It's not going to be Zach Wilson, because you're a Jets fan, right? Who can really succeed as a rookie quarterback, do well their first year?
Zach Wilson. Trevor Lawrence is on a bad Jaguars team with Urban Meyer, who he hasn't coached in the NFL. We don't know what he's going to be like. Robert Saleh was just behind a great 49ers coach, and now he's taking over the Jets, which had the best offseason of any team in the league. I think Zach Wilson has the biggest chance to shine.
Best offseason was the New England Patriots, which I could be Mac Jones. I never want to count out Bill Belichick, and you never want to count out Bill. So then we got Lawrence, who I think is going to be really good. And who am I forgetting about? Nobody. Forgetting about Trevor Lawrence, because Trevor Lawrence is one of the greatest prospects of all time. Now, that was college, and he's coached by one of the greatest college coaches of all time. Now, I know college always doesn't translate into the NFL, but Trevor Lawrence is going to get Rookie of the Year. Mark my word, because it's an award, because the media wants to get it. It would look good for the sport if he gets it. He may not be the best quarterback. Will be Trevor Lawrence of a media standpoint, because if he brings the Jaguars to maybe 6 wins, he automatically gets it, because you're turning a struggling franchise around in your first year.
Think of the media standpoint. Zach Wilson is playing for the New York Jets. Like I said, New York. That's one of the bigger media teams than Jacksonville. There's no way Trevor Lawrence, if Zach Wilson plays about the same, will not get the award. He will definitely get the award as long as they play well, and I predict he will.
They were already hyping Lawrence up from the combine. Were they hyping Zach Wilson up?
Yes, I remember seeing this. There is all over social media being thrown around that room.
They were hyping Lawrence up for years. Now, we got some breaking news that Tim Tebow, actually Trevor Lawrence's teammate, just got cut. What's next for Tim Tebow?
Nothing. He shouldn't do anything. He doesn't belong in professional sports anymore, clearly. He couldn't make it in the MLB. He couldn't go to the MLB. And obviously from football, he just got cut with those two missed blocks being all over social
media. Sorry, we got a caller coming in from the station, and the call's not going through, so I think we just have to have the caller call again.
Caller? Hello? Say your name, where are you from?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mike from Philly. Thanks for taking my call.
I think I've heard your voice before, but yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
Hey, wanted to touch on that NFL offensive rookie of the year debate. What do you guys think about Justin Fields? I think being between third and one, I think Fields is going to take over and have a great season. What do you think about that?
Well, that's a great point. Now, Fields, what do you think about Fields? I don't really think he's going to start the season, personally.
I think he's unbelievably talented. And assuming that he actually would be starting, I would honestly have him up there, and I would consider taking him over Wilson or Lawrence. But he isn't starting right now, and I think he'll probably play around 10 games, but that won't be enough to outshine either Lawrence or Wilson.
Look, Fields, unbelievable talent. I don't really think he'll even start week 8.
Yeah, assuming that he doesn't start until later in the season, there's no way he'll outshine any other.
All right, now, recently Aaron Rodgers is back in the Green Bay facility. What's next for Green Bay after Rodgers retires or leaves?
Now, I don't think that that's a big enough point. I'll tell you why. They took Jordan Love in the first round. And if you're going to take a guy in the first round, you're putting a serious amount of chips on, especially if it's a quarterback, right? So I think Jordan Love is the obvious answer, unless he, boss is not the right word, unless he does not do as well as they hope, and they'll get a backup in, they'll sign somebody. Who knows, the Ryan Fitzpatricks of the world will come and save the day. But after this year, Aaron Rodgers will be gone. Who knows what will happen, but I can tell you he's not going to stay with the Packers all but one more year. Jordan Love will get the first shot. He will be the mandated guy to start in about a year now. Just over a year for the Green Bay Packers, week 1 of the following season.
Yeah, Jordan Love looked unbelievable in that first preseason game. Because remember, that's the first time he's taken an in-game snap in over a year, because he didn't play a game last year and there was no preseason last year. So that's his first time taking a snap, and he looked tremendous. Green Bay has an eye for these sort of quarterbacks, with Brett Favre, one of the top QBs of all time, and then going on Aaron Rodgers, one of the top QBs of all time. So who knows? Maybe Jordan Love will end up being the answer, similar to Rodgers and Favre.
Anyway, thanks for listening. Sam, you got one more? I got about 25 seconds.
I was going to say I agree with both of your points, and we got to cut to commercial break.
Anyway, we'll be right back. WFAN's Barth Morning, 1-800-SBC-BEST is the number to call. We'll be right back.